Listen to me carefully. Do you know what destroys most people? It's not failure. It's not rejection. It's not even lack of opportunity. It is the absence of a clear goal. A wandering mind becomes a battlefield of doubts. A mind without direction becomes a prison of excuses. And the saddest thing? People spend their whole lives decorating that prison instead of breaking free from it. Your mind is not meant to be a garbage bin for fear, gossip, or self-doubt. Your mind is meant to be a weapon, sharp enough to cut through every obstacle. But that only happens when you give it discipline. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is freedom. Freedom from distractions. Freedom from noise. Freedom from the version of you that keeps saying, maybe tomorrow. Look, if you don't tell your mind what to focus on, the world will decide for you. And the world will always sell you cheap entertainment, fake happiness, and endless distractions. That's why people scroll, scroll, scroll. Hours gone, dreams buried, potential wasted. But the day you set a clear goal, everything changes. When your goal is crystal clear, your mind stops negotiating. It stops asking, should I do this or not? Instead, it says, this is who I am, this is where I'm going, nothing else matters. You want to know how to discipline your mind? 3 words: clarity, consistency, commitment. Clarity is knowing what you want. Consistency is showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Commitment is refusing to quit when it gets hard. And let me tell you this, it will get hard. Life will test you. The world will laugh at you. People will doubt you. And your own mind will whisper, just give up. But that's the exact moment you must remind yourself why you started. A clear goal is not just about success. It's about identity. You don't chase the goal. The goal shapes you. The goal transforms you into someone unrecognizable, stronger, sharper, unshakable. So, discipline your mind. Protect it from distractions like your life depends on it, because it does. Create a goal so powerful, so clear, that every morning when you wake up, your mind salutes it. And remember, an undisciplined mind serves fear, but a disciplined mind serves destiny. Now tell me, which master will you choose? Clarity is not just about writing down what you want on a piece of paper. It is about knowing it so deeply that it becomes the oxygen you breathe. Most people wake up every day with a fog in their mind, with no direction, no burning fire inside them. They go through life like passengers on a bus they never chose, sitting by the window, watching others live, watching others chase dreams, and silently accepting that maybe life is just this: ordinary, repetitive, predictable. And do you know why this happens? Because they never gave themselves permission to ask one simple question. What do I truly want? Not what my parents want, not what my friends expect, not what society pushes on me. What do I want? The answer to that question is the seed of clarity. When you are clear about your goal, your world rearranges itself. People who used to distract you no longer hold power over you. Situations that once confused you now make sense. Opportunities that you once overlooked now shine like golden doors waiting for you to knock. But when you are not clear, everything feels heavy. Everything feels like noise. You jump from one idea to another, from one dream to another, like a butterfly that never lands long enough to taste the nectar. And then you wonder why nothing in life feels complete, why nothing feels satisfying. It is because your mind is living in confusion, and confusion kills faster than failure ever will. Let me tell you something raw. The reason so many people feel lost is not because life is unfair. It is because their minds are undecided. They have never made the choice to plant their flag in the ground and declare, "This is my mountain. This is what I will climb, no matter what storms hit me." The day you declare your mountain, the universe knows how to test you, how to shape you, how to transform you. Without that declaration, you are like a ship without a destination, tossed around by every wave, controlled by every current, ending up wherever the wind decides. Do you really want to live like that? Clarity is not luxury, it is survival. Imagine waking up every single morning with no idea what to do, no fire, no direction. That is not living, that is existing. And too many people exist instead of living. But when clarity hits you, when your goal becomes sharp like a blade, you stop wasting time, you stop wasting energy, and you stop wasting your life on meaningless things. You start walking, running, fighting for something bigger than comfort. You finally understand why you are here. And that understanding, that moment of clarity, is the most powerful thing you can ever give to your mind.
Consistency is the silent force that separates dreamers from doers, talkers from achievers, and the weak from the unstoppable. Anybody can be motivated for a day, for a week, or even for a month, but very few people have the courage to keep showing up when the excitement fades, when the results don't come, when the applause is gone, and when nobody is watching. That is where consistency lives. It is not glamorous, it is not Instagram worthy, it is not always fun. In fact, most of the time, consistency is boring, repetitive, and exhausting. But it is also the place where greatness is born. Every champion you admire, every success story you hear, every person who transformed their life, they did it because they stayed consistent long after others quit. The truth is, your goals don't care how you feel today. Your dreams don't care if you are tired, heartbroken, or discouraged. The world will not slow down to wait for your emotions to settle. If you want something badly enough, you have to teach yourself to keep moving, even when your feelings scream stop. That is what consistency does to you. It builds a version of you that doesn't just act when conditions are perfect, but acts regardless of conditions. It is easy to go to the gym on the days you feel strong, but can you go when you feel weak, when your body aches, when you'd rather hide under the blanket? That's where discipline shows up. It is easy to study, to work, to practice when you're excited, but can you do it when you're bored, when you're frustrated, when the results don't seem to match your effort? That's where your character is forged. Consistency is not about perfection, it is about persistence. You will fail, you will stumble, you will take steps backward. But if you stay consistent, if you keep pushing forward even in small ways, you will always move closer to your goal. Think about water dripping on stone. One drop doesn't change anything, two drops don't change anything, but thousands of drops, falling every day, carve holes in the hardest rock. That is the power of consistency. Small daily actions, repeated without fail, build results that seem impossible at the start. Most people quit because they can't see instant change. They want the mountain to move overnight, but they forget that every step is progress. Every repetition is transformation. Every effort counts. When you are consistent, you silence the voice of doubt inside your head. You start proving to yourself that you can be trusted. That is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself: self-trust. Every day you show up, you rewrite the story your mind believes about you. You stop being the person who always starts and never finishes, and you become the person who follows through, no matter what. That shift is not just about reaching your goal, it is about becoming the kind of person who can handle anything life throws at them. That is why consistency is not just an action, it is an identity. You don't do it once, you live it. You breathe it. You become it.